answer is just 4 pounds. Okay, if you are a bit unsure of how to draw the pound symbol, you can spell out. Like that also fine. Okay, next, they say 7 pounds. Change it to Sing dollars. So 7 pounds over here. Change to Sing dollars. So right spat in the middle. So it looks like it's a 17.5. So Sing dollars 17.5. Why suddenly you all sit at the back? Okay, last one. Shh. They ask what is the cost? What is the cost of 300,000 Sing dollars in terms of pounds? So we need to pick one point and choose a conversion rate. So here, if we look at this point, it seems to suggest that 5 Sing dollars is equivalent to 2 pounds. Right? So 1 Sing dollar is actually 40 cents in terms of pounds. So I'm interested to find out what is 300,000. So you multiply by 300,000. So go and pick one point. Pick a point to find the conversion rate, your currency exchange rate. Okay, you will get 120,000 pounds. So if you don't want to use this point, you can use another point here. 20 Sing dollars, it's 8 pounds. Okay, you can also use the same thing. You should get the same answer. Okay, if you pick another point, okay, but it is all the same thing, it should end you up with the same answer here, 12,000. So there is a chance where if you are not given a linear graph to plot, we can give you one and then you learn how to read from there. Okay, so this is also possible. Eh, what happened? Somebody tried to... Why?
Level completed. When does the end?
I don't know. 210, why?
Thank you.
I haven't started, you ask me when I end. Okay? So really, you must know how to read. If they give you the x coordinate, go and find the y. If they give you the y, you must know how to read the x. Okay? Okay, next, let's move on to the last section, which is 11.4. It is talking about slopes. Okay? Do you need a response for everything I say? Okay, so remember, slope is something that either you use a positive effort to go up or negative effort to run down. Or if it's flat, it is effortless. Okay, but if it's vertical, imagine if I ask you to rise up to the sky. Is it possible for you to go up even with whatever effort you put in?
No.
Yes. No, unless you are Iron Man. Okay? Unless you have divine intervention, right? Like supernatural power. Okay? If not, it is not possible. Okay, so let's explore the last part. Chapter 11.4. Okay. DJ, last time you come forward, Okay, so let me just explain the word gradient. Gradient tells you the steepness, particularly of a slope. So, when we are moving up a ramp, okay, or rather this direction. Oh yeah, correct. If you are standing over here, and I ask you to move up a ramp, and if you want to calculate the steepness of the slope, they say you always go and find the vertical distance you rise up. This is called the rise. And the horizontal distance that you run across. So imagine this person very fast, run here, then go up, rise up to that point. So they say to calculate the steepness of a slope, you use rise over run. Okay? So first thing first, if I want to calculate the steepness of this slope, what is the rise in this case? Yes, you move up by 4 units, and then horizontally you run 12. So your gradient is 1/3. Okay? Same thing here.
So 2 divided by 12.
Yes, I want to find the rise. So I'm standing right here. I rise up by 2 units. Horizontally, I run by 12 units. So that's 1/6. Which slope is steeper?
The second.
Which one is tougher to go up?
The first one.
This one, right? So this is a steeper slope because the gradient is bigger. You see, this value is bigger than this value. So this slope is steeper, the other slope is gentler. Or if you don't want, you can write less steep. Okay? So from the above calculation, the bigger the value of the gradient, the steeper the slope will be. Okay? So you can see gradient like the amount of effort you need to put in order to go up. The more effort it takes, the steeper the slope must be. Okay, so this is gradient,
It's over again.
Why? What did... Holden, if you go there, then Keegan cannot focus, then you must not sit there.
Just now he's playing it.
Okay, so use it for the right reason. Okay, to play it safe, you flat down on the table. But you can look at the screen so that I can see. It's fine. Okay? Can? Let's move on. So in fact, they say, what if there are 2 points on the coordinate plane, and instead of calling it rise over run, is there a formula I can use to calculate? So first thing, this one, my x coordinate is at x2, example. My x coordinate here is at x1. So this is my y1. This is my y2. So how do I calculate rise of this line? How do I calculate the rise of this line? I will use this one to subtract this. Then I can find how much it has rised up, right? So it's y2, take away y1. If it's difficult for you to see, then maybe you can imagine this is 5, this is 3. To find rise, you use 5 minus 3. Okay, example. Okay, Then same thing, the x coordinate. Imagine this is 3, this is 10. So in order for you to find out how much it has run, you must use the bigger number to subtract this off. So it's x2 minus x1. So actually it's like 10 minus 3, you get 7. You run 7 units horizontally. So rise over run is given by this formula. So if you have 2 points, one is at 3.5, one is at 2.7, for example. So on the diagram, it looks like this. 3, 5. So this is 1 point. Then you have another point here says, no, maybe let's do 5 and 8. Okay, let's do 5 and I have another point at 8. So how do I calculate the gradient of this line? I need to find my rise, which is 8 minus 5. Right? And I need to find my run, which is 5 minus 3. So it's as good as, let's call this y2, x2, x1, y1. Then I use 8 minus 3 to divide by 5 minus 3. So I get my distance to be 2.5. So my gradient is 2.5. Okay? So there is a symbol we use for gradient. It's a tiny m. Small letter m. This is the symbol we use for gradient. So you might want to write that down. Okay, in graph, we like to use the small letter m to represent gradient. Capital letter M has another meaning. In Sec 3, you will learn that capital letter M means midpoint. So you cannot anyhow write capital letter M in math. It means different things. So you must use the small letter m for gradient. Don't write capital, it means different things. Okay? So here, I want to find the gradient of this line. Go and pick 2 points. So number 1, I pick this point that is easy to read. What is the coordinate of this point? Can see? What is the coordinate of this point? 1 and 2. Okay, you can pick any point as long as it's easy to read. So I pick another point here. What is this point? 5, 6. So if I want to calculate gradient, I need my rise, right? So rise is this part. So from 6, from 2, I rise up to 6. So to find rise is 6 minus 2, which is 4. So my rise is 6 minus 2. Okay, what about my run? I run from point 1 to point 5 here. So you use 5 minus 1. So in the end, you will get gradient equals to 1. So this is how you calculate gradient. So always use the y2 minus the y1. And then the x2 minus the x1. Okay, go in this order. Okay, next one. Let's try to read another point here. What is the coordinate of this point? 0, 1. Let's pick another point that is easy to read here. 2 and 7. Okay, so TJ, can you help me find the rise? What is the rise of this triangle? 2? No. 7 minus? You anyhow, right?
Bro.
So, remember this one? This is at 7. This is at 1. So, it has rise up by 6. So, 7 minus 1. So, always follow this order. What about the run?
2
So from 0, it went to 2. So you must use 2 minus 0. So you will end up having 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So which one has a steeper gradient? The second one. Because the value of the gradient is bigger, so it's steeper.
So the bigger the gradient, the steeper it is.
Yes. So if you look at this, upward sloping line has a positive gradient. So meaning when we read, we always read from the left to the right. You always imagine you stand here at the point that you have chosen and you need to move up. So if you need to go up like that. It's an upward sloping graph. You always read from the left, then you move to the right. So in this case, it's an upward sloping. You will realize that your gradient value is always positive. So going from the left to the right, a line graph is upward sloping if the gradient is positive. Two statements say the same thing, phrased in different way. So if you want, you can tell me example 2, its graph is steeper than example 1's graph. Since it has a larger gradient. Or you can phrase it in a different way, is the example 1's graph is less steep than example 2 since it has a smaller gradient. Also can. So one thing to take note is if it is upward sloping, going up, then it will have a positive gradient. Okay, when we calculate it. So as you can imagine, if it goes down, then it will be negative. So you will only learn 4 types of gradient, 4 types. Yeah, 4 types only. So what we are learning right now is like that. Go up. You are going up. This is a upward sloping, positive gradient. But if it goes down, then negative gradient. Another type is when it's flat, 0 gradient. Or when you go vertically up, this is an undefined gradient. No chance you can go vertically up. Okay, it's undefined, is 0, is negative, and it's positive. So we will learn 4 types. This is the upward. This is the downward. This is the horizontal. Okay, and this is the vertical. So we will learn 4 types of gradient. We are done with the first type. So this case, your y coordinate will be the same. Or we can say the y values are the same. So if for example, I have 3, 5 and minus 1, 5. If the y coordinate is the same for both, it must be a horizontal line, then you will definitely get 0 gradient. When will you have an undefined graph? Is where the x coordinate is the same. Same x coordinate. So example, you have 2 points. One is 3, 5. The other one is 3, 9. But the x coordinate is the same. Then your gradient is undefined. Okay, these are the 4 types. Ayo, TJ
This is gonna clap us.
It is 4.
Oh, this guy. I think wise.
Shut up, GK.
If really cannot, I put a chair here, you sit beside me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
every lesson.
不要我才去猜。
Okay, if you need my divine intervention, I will give it to you. Okay, Ken, next one. Let's try. When you are over here, you run down. All of you have run down slope before, right? It goes like so fast, right?
Yeah.
It's effortless. Basically, it's like gravity pulling you down.
I get slide down.
Okay? So imagine you are up here. Shh. You run down. Let's pick 2 points. One here.
Oh, exactly.
Okay? So if we pick 2 points, in this case, instead of rising up, you are actually going down. So it's a negative rise. Meaning from 4, you go to 1. Actually, the rise is 3, but negative 3. Can you see that? So instead of 4 minus 1, is 1 minus 4, which you get a negative 3. It's a negative rise. It's going down. Usually we go up. Now we are going down. Okay, and then you go run horizontally from 1 to 4. So it's just 4 minus 1, which is 3. So your gradient is negative 1. So you can look at it like 1 minus 4 and then 4 minus 1. So this one is to find your rise. This one is to find your run. Okay? Okay, next one. This is 0, 5. Pick another point that is easy to read. So this is 2, 1. So same thing. If I'm running from here to here, I'm going down by 4 units. So it's like 1 minus 5. Okay, 1 minus 5, your rise, and then your run, you start from here, run over to here. So it's 2 minus 0. Y2 minus Y1. So you will realize that you get minus 2.5. So which one has a steeper down slope?
Second one.
Yes, also this one. It is almost like you fly down. Okay, like wow, you really fly down. Or if it's like a super steep mountain, it's like an airdrop lah.
I'll jump off.
Alright. So the more negative it is, the more free fall it looks like. Okay. So going from left to right, a graph is downward sloping if the gradient is negative. So, or we can say a downward sloping graph has a negative gradient. So if we compare between these two, example 2 graph has a steeper gradient. Then example 1's graph. So this is the negative type. Just make sure you can differentiate them. Okay, so this is your type 2. What's with the O? Anyway, once we finish this, that's all that will be tested for WA3. But we will continue with area and perimeter first. Then we can do revision. But concurrently, I will be giving you all past year papers to do and mock tests. So you all need to be practicing at the same time. Okay, move on. Just now I told you all, right? If your y coordinate is the same, if you are standing over here, have you rise up in any way? No. There is no rise because y2 minus y1 is a 0. Okay, and then x2 minus x1, although you move a horizontal distance, it's not going to make an impact because you have not risen up in any way. So there is no, okay, there is no effort at all. You're just walking horizontally. So no gradient, no slope. It's just walking on flat ground. Okay? However, if it's vertically upward, what do you think is the rise? The rise is measurable, right? We just use y2 minus y1. So we move up. So, okay, wait. I go downward, maybe like that. 3 minus 1. So, vertically, I move up by 2. But horizontally, have I moved in any way? I did not shift in any way, right? It's 4 to 4. I'm staying stagnant, just fly up only. So, imagine Iron Man over here. With divine intervention, the fire, he can go vertically up. But all of us can't. Okay? Because that's the only superhero that can fly upward.
I can fly upwards.
Superman also can. Superman.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man cannot, right? Need the...
can climb up. Yeah.
Okay.
Can climb walls.
So what happens to this?
Spider-Man can climb.
Can any fraction be divided by 0?
No.
No, your calculator will give you math error. So it means undefined. So you can't actually calculate the amount of effort that you need to fly up vertically. Okay? So what I want to highlight here is if the same x value, when your x value is the same, you know that your gradient is undefined. Okay, but when your y value is the same,
Undefined.
means impossible. Okay, then your gradient is 0. So how you spot whether it's 0 or not? You just look at the x and the y coordinate. So observation is if the y coordinate of the 2 points of points A and B are the same. Okay, gradient is 0. Okay, the line is horizontal. Gradient is 0. Same y coordinate. Okay, these are the keywords. But if the x coordinates are the same, okay, then we can conclude gradient is undefined. Okay, the line is vertical. Okay, so this is the type 3. This is the type 4. So altogether, there's only 4 types of gradient. You should have no other type. So whether the gradient is your type or not your type, you need to know the 4 types. Okay, just remember that. Okay, next example. Okay, still copying. TJ, what is your type? Holden, is it? Or Nathaniel?
Who's your type?
What do you mean by type?
I have a typewriter.
That's why. Why you keep talking to them?
Ultimate ASMR.
Yeah.
Gabriel.
Because you get from
Then I realized go to the toilet.
Second time already. One time fill bottle, right? Okay, go faster.
diarrhea.
I never feel what.
Just now who went toilet? Not you? Oh, you are the motorbike one. Okay, go, faster.
Motorbike.
Can I bring this?
You're from NCC ah?
No, he's.
Then how come you got that?
He found out the truth.
He founded the truth?
I thought oh wait.
Gabriel's badminton.
Okay, shh. Okay, now I'm introducing some other keywords. When you hear the word intercept. Okay, listen ah.
They passed by.
X-intercept means cut x-axis. Okay? Y-intercept, as the name seems to suggest, this means cuts y-axis. So this point here cuts the y-axis, so we call it the y-intercept. So what is the y-intercept value at this point? It is 4. So the y-intercept is 4.
You want first?
Okay, next one. Shh. This point here cuts the x-axis. So it's called your x-intercept. So your x-intercept value is at 5. So this is the x-intercept value. So you must know the meaning when they say, can you tell me what's your x-intercept? Can you tell me what's your y-intercept? You must know what it means. It just means it cuts the x-axis or it cuts the y-axis. Okay, so first, shh. What is the y-intercept value of example 7? What is the y-intercept value of example 7? Yes, so just 6. It cuts the y-axis at 6. But if I ask you the coordinate, so what is the coordinate of this point? 0, 6. Okay, so when I ask you for y-intercept, just give me the value. Okay, but if I ask you for coordinate, you must give me the x and the y. What about the x? What about the coordinate? 2 then 0. Your x, your y is 0 in this case, right? So take note of the difference. Can Okay, can? Okay, this one. Shh. What is the x-intercept of example 9? 3. Just over here. Okay, listen. This one is very important. Listen. Shh. If you see vertical line and I ask you for the equation, this equation is called the x equals to 3 line. So if I ask you for the equation of this line, you can tell me is x equals to 3. If I draw another line here at 8, what is the equation of this line? Yes, so any vertical line you see is always x equals to whatever you see here. So that's important. Okay, next one. The y-intercept of this line is at 2. So if you have horizontal line, look at where it cuts. This equation is called y equals to 2 line. So if I have another line here, so this line is called y equals to -1. Where instead of giving you y equals to mx plus c, they give a meaning attached to the y-axis. So they say, oh, your y, instead of using y, they let it be c, which means the amount that is being charged by a courier company for sending a parcel. Okay? And w, which is your x-axis, is the mass of the parcel in kg. So they say this is the relationship. So they say write down the fixed charge. Meaning, if I haven't start weighing my parcel, the moment I want to engage the service of SingPost, for example, I need to pay them $15 first. So fixed charge is the initial charge. Just like you go onto the taxi, right? They haven't moved, you know. They charge you $3.20.
Like bro.
So that is the initial charge.
But you get free aircon for 0.7.
So in this case, this is the 15 that they mean. So it's $15. Okay? Then find the gradient. No need to find because this is your y. This is your x. So what do you think are these numbers? So gradient must be half. And then the y-intercept must be c. So in this case, gradient is half. So they ask you, what is the meaning of the gradient? So you imagine, this is the initial charge. This is the mass of 1 kg of parcel, mass of parcel in kg. What do you think the m represents?
Medium.
What's
it called?
The what?
Gradient.
So actually, this m represents every kg of parcel I weigh, or the parcel weighs like every kg, right? They are going to charge me $0.50, meaning 50 cents. So actually this gradient means the amount charged by the courier company for each additional kg of parcel. So every 1 extra kg they charge me 50 cents. So if this parcel is 10 kg, they charge me $5 plus the $15 at the start. So I need to pay 20. That's what it means. So the gradient means every additional cost I need to pay for 1 extra kg of parcel. Okay, that is it. So today's homework,
Today got
today is Monday.
oh,
Monday got CCA? No, Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday lah.
Okay, you look at the assignment at the back, right? There is 2 graph questions. So you go and use your graph paper. If you don't have, buy from your friend, 10 cents 1 piece. If not, go to the bookshop and buy a 10 cents 1
But
piece.
one is like, is this overcharging?
Because they already bought it. So if you want to out of convenience buy from them, you need to give them 10 cents.
It's not
Right? If not, your friend give you free of charge, that's fine. Okay, but go to the bookshop and buy 1 booklet. But if I'm not wrong, you should have bought it before in your book list.
I think I cancelled it out because I thought it was Chinese paper.
It's not. Okay, okay. Then you need 2 pieces of graph paper if you make no mistake. Okay, I will help you. Still got one more?
No.
Is it different from yours? Do you have this example 7? Have ah? Okay, sorry. Shh. One more, listen. Okay, this is the taxi fare for up to 12 kilometer. So what is the initial cost? Look at the boxes, there's 10 boxes. 10 boxes, right? And it's for $2. So one box is $2 divided by 10. So it's 20 cents. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually it's 280. It's 280, not $3 yet. Every box is 20 cents. Then they say, can you find the gradient of the graph? So this one question never give you equation, you need to calculate. So go and pick 2 points that are easy to read. One is this one, 6 and 480. Then the other one is this one, 0 and 280. So to find gradient, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you get gradient is 1/3. So what does this mean? So it means the cost of taxi fare for every additional 1 kilometer of journey. So you always look at this. This is cost. This is kilometer, right? So you look at the first one, you write the cost of the taxi fare for every extra 1 kilometer. So in other words, this means 33 cents. 33 cents, right? So every 1 kilometer the taxi drive, they charge you 33 cents for it. So this is the meaning of gradient. You must know how to explain yourself. Okay? One more. One more. Okay, then last part, part D. They say, can you find the time taken for the height to reach 10 cm? So this is the height. They want it to reach 10 cm, so it's roughly here. So go and zoom into your graph and check at 10 cm, what is the time that this can happen. So you will realize that it happens at t equals to 12 seconds. So at 12 seconds, the height of the container reaches 10 cm. So that's how you read from the graph. So you see this whole question can easily reach 6 marks. Sometimes they can test you area from this question also. They can test you area also. Okay, so make sure you can do one big question like this. It's going to come out for WA3. So every question you see from the notes, there will be one question that asks you to plot and there's other parts to answer. Okay, I keep this. Meaning they want you to go and locate where your graph cuts the x-axis. So if we look here, this is where the graph cuts the x-axis. So the x-intercept is 1.5. So this is Magna's graph. And then if we look at Selena's one, yeah, the x-intercept is over here. Is 1.5. So good to write this and then label your answer as C part 1. Okay, always label. Okay, next one. C part 2. They say when x is minus 3. So go to your graph. When x is minus 3, go to your graph and then read what is your y value. So in Magna's graph, her y value is at 9.1. See part 2. Okay? And then Selena's one, when x is minus 3, the y is at 9. Okay, which is fine. So you need to be drawing dotted line, write your answer at the specific part and label properly. Okay, last one is the slightly trickier one. They say, can you plot out the point A and B? A is 3, negative 3. So 3, negative 3 is right over here. So plot out your point A. Okay, next point B is 0, 2. 0, 3, is it? 0, 3. Oh, wrong, sorry. 0 minus 3. Minus 5. Yeah, minus 5. So this is your B value. Mark it out. So this is part D. Okay, always label out your parts. Okay, pay attention when you. Okay, lastly, they say draw the line segment. Line segment from point A to point B. So draw it out. Don't stop there. Okay? Lastly, they say, can you find the area bounded by the line AB? This is the line AB. Okay, let me use green. The curve, the line that you drew, as well as the y-axis. So question is asking you to find the area of this part. Okay? So when you look at the triangle, let's look for the base and the perpendicular height. So first thing first, this is the base of the triangle. How many units is that? This is from 3 to negative 5. Toilet, right? Okay, so 8 units. What is the height? What do you think is the perpendicular height here? From where to where? From here, right? All the way up to this point. So this is your height. So if we were to read, it's from the 0 mark all the way up to the 3 mark. So actually height is 3 units. So to find area of the bounded region, it is half times 8 times 3. So you should get 12 unit square. Okay, so in your mind, you must start thinking, oh, so for WA3, they will definitely have a table of values where they ask me to find some unknown. They will definitely have a scale given to me that I need to plot out my own line. They will ask me to find x-intercept, y-intercept, or even give you an x, find the y. Or give you a y, find the x, right? And then the very last part, they can put in area. Okay? So you think like this, or even they can ask you a question whether that point lies on the line or not. So chapter 11, you could roughly anticipate a question like that. Okay, this one is exam skills. Make sure you all know. I have most of you who got it right, but I still have some of you who still haven't got this yet. So make sure you know how to do. Remember, your main goal is to make sure that the overlapping one must be of the same unit. So if you look at it, you must make both of them 15. So this one I must multiply by 5. This one I must multiply by 3. But the one on the same level, you must multiply them in the same way. So this one you should also multiply by 3. This one at the same level, you should also multiply by 5. You cannot anyhow multiply. You want to change them in the same way. So finally, when you simplify, this one becomes 10. This one becomes 15. And this one becomes 27. So the ratio of A is to B is to C is 10 is to 15 is to 27. Okay, do your corrections if you got it wrong. Okay, this one very funny. I have a lot of you who got the answer but don't know how to answer the question. They ask you which country, you say Thai baht. Thai baht is a currency, not a country. You must tell me Thailand. Right? You don't tell me Thai baht. So, first of all, many of you converted this to Sing dollar. You divided by 26.8 and you tell me that actually in Sing dollar, it's, I work out the answer already. 1563.43. That means in Thailand, when you buy this phone, okay, SGD costs about $1,563. But in Singapore, when you bought the phone, it is 1,663. So you can tell me which country will it cost less? It will be Thailand. Okay, since it costs, if you want, you can tell me specifically lesser by how much. It costs $182 less to buy the phone in Thailand than in SG. However, if some of you chooses to change this to Thai baht, then you realize Thai baht is about 44601.9. Then you tell me it costs about 2,701 Thai baht less. Okay? So up to you. Both ways are fine, but you need to tell me the correct country and it costs lesser by how much. So most of you could get this 1 mark, but cannot get this. So read the question carefully, don't anyhow Thai baht. Okay, average speed is total distance divided by total time. So I want to emphasize, okay, all pay attention to this. Okay, all pay attention to this. The total time also includes the rest time. It is part of the journey. So if you run from one point to the other, rest there, then continue with the journey, your rest time is considered as part of the journey. So the total distance here is 10 and 15. And it is in kilometer, which is what we want. But the time is the problem. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. You need to add it all up. But the problem is, this is in minutes. I want kilometer per hour. So before you can do the division, you need to convert this to hours. So what should you do? How to convert this part to hours? Out of 60. So this one, this fraction, you must divide by 60 at the bottom, so that you convert it to hours. So in case you forgot, hour, minute, seconds, this is times 60 times 60. But if you are doing the opposite, you divide. Minutes to seconds, you divide. So if you calculate, you should get 33 and 1/3. Or you can give me recurring. Okay, so this is the answer I'm looking out for. This is the method. Okay, make sure you can do. A lot of you got this wrong. Either you never incorporate the rest time, or you forgot that you need to convert to hours. So don't fall for this trap. Okay, next one, 4A. I think many of you didn't understand the question. Okay?
No, which one is less not over yet? You're with us till 2:10.
Until what time?
2:10.
Yes.
1:35.
No!
That's the morning.
That's the term one timetable. The new one is...
Why? What's after that? Mother tongue.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Naha, you're scared?
It's fun. Mr. Naha's built different. He's chill.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
He's very fun.
Are there?
They should see in the front.
Shut up, TJ.
Okay. Ay.
Mr. Nahar can sort of TJ.
No. Okay, next one. This one. A lot of you got it wrong. So listen carefully. It says the cost of a TV excluding GST is 2,800. So this refers to the original price. Without GST, this is without GST. Okay, so how much more? The keyword is more. Does the TV cost after the GST increase? So first thing first, you need to see that this is the 100% without the GST. So in 2024, the GST is 9%. So with the GST increase, what happened to the price? How to calculate in 20? Okay, maybe we do in 2022 with GST. How much does it cost?
107%.
107% times 2,800 first. So at the start in 2022, this is the amount you get, right? But after they increase the GST in 2024, the GST become 9%, right? So now GST is 9%. So technically, if you calculate the amount, you will get 3052. A lot of you go and find this. But the key thing is they want to know how much more are you paying now with the increase. So you should take a difference between these two. So the answer is just $56. Okay, next. They say this bag costs $10,200 and is inclusive of a 9% GST. So this is for 109%. So they say, can you find the price of the bag without the GST?
Yes.
So they want you to find the 100. Divide by 109 times 100. Okay, but take note. Shh. Be careful. This question gave you one tiny hint over there. They want nearest dollar, nearest $1. So this is the person you want to round up to. Look at the one next door. You round up. Answer is 9358. So a lot of you got this. Fantastic. But forgot to round off to nearest dollar. So always read the question carefully, please. Okay, next. There's two keywords here. Regular, 12-sided polygon. So regular means all the sides are equal. Okay, all the interior angles are exactly the same as well. So all these are the same. So all these interior angles are all equal. So that's the power of the word regular. Huh? So we learned a few formulas. Number 1, sum of interior angles is n minus 2 times 180. This is the sum of interior angle. Sum of all the exterior angle is always 360. Okay? So question say, can you find one? Just one of it. So I use this formula. I got 12 sides now. So 12 minus 2 times 180. But I divide by 12 because I want to find one interior angle. So you will get answer as 150. So this is 1 mark. The answer is 1 mark. Okay, last one. They want you to find BCA. I hope you can see that this is an isosceles triangle. Okay, isosceles triangle. So you got to do 180, take away the 150, then divide by 2. So you will get 15 degrees. So this one is 1 mark. Answer is 1 mark. So a lot of you get 148. I don't know how you got that. Some got 16 here. So be careful about that. Okay, last one is the construction. I will show you.